So thanks for joining us. We're back in action, and now we're back live here at the Rotax Finals Day of racing here for round one of the Australian Rotax Championship. It's great to have a special guest here. I've dragged him out of retirement. You've heard him many, many times before on the world stage of commentary. It is the one and only Kenny Walker. Ken, great to have you here. Yeah, thanks so much, Scott. It's great to be here for the Rotax Australian Challenge. Thanks for dragging me out of retirement, I must say. And we're going to be in for a great final. Malay to all my friends in Malaysia, and of course my friends around the globe. I'm here in Australia getting ready to see some great action. The weather a little warmer than expected, but I'm certainly going to be set for a great final of DD2 Masters action coming up very shortly. We are indeed getting set for a start, and the great Murray Walker says, when the lights are out, it is go, 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 and absolute mayhem at the start of this finale. Well, we're going racing indeed, and as we have a look into turn one, it will be Chris Walton will lead the way in a distraught Denny ride. He was a real strong contender in this final and is hopping out of his cart with disgrace. A real shame for the 22 cart. Terry Henley there, he is back in action. He is A-OK, but real shame for him as well. Let's have a look at the action out in front. Walton leads the way from, it looks like it is the one and only Troy Woolston in second position at the moment. Rogers in third. Brethren slots in the fourth position. There is your four at the moment. They climb their way to the top of the hill for the very first time. Pedal to the metal, flat out, and look at Woolston. He means business, ducking on the inside and will take the lead from Walton there. But Walton having none of it. They are fighting straight back as he throws the comp cart back into the lead. This is going to be a huge tussle on our hands here. Out in front, it is Chris Walton. He will try and hold on to position for as long as he can, because this will bring third place getter Rogers to the party as well. A great start indeed for Troy Brethren, the Queenslander. They'll all start to get into groove. Oh, great work there for Trevor Wilby. He sneaks up on the inside. He moves into sixth position. Ahead of him is Scotty Howard. They will now work their way across the start-finish line once more. Here goes Woolston back to the inside. The only way he can make that move is he gets a perfect run from the top of the hill and executed it beautifully this time and holds on to the lead. They work their way out of turns 2 and 3 once more. Walton, will he attack straight back? He does so. Back to the inside, Chris Walton. Can Rogers have a little look? No, wasn't quite close enough to do so. So we're going to be in for a huge ding-dong battle here for the final of the DD2 Masters. Certainly is indeed. This is what I love to see about the Australians, fighting always as they roar their way around this great circuit here in Todd Road. Great to be here. 966 metres of this circuit. Oh, look at this. Sorry, there we see Ken, an inside move back as Woolston tries to fight back with Walton, and Walton says, how you doing? As he flicks the cart into turn 2 and 3. They work their way through that very fast right-hand sweeper. Rogers just sitting there comfortably. He's a very nice chap, young Rogers, but for the finals, he'll be ready to pounce any chance he gets. Brethren sitting in fourth, Howard fifth, Trevor Wilby. What a great job indeed here for Trevor. He also got the chance to represent Australia in the 2018 Rotax World Finals in Brazil. So great to have Trevor really stepping it up here this weekend. He's currently running in sixth position. Ashley Seward in seventh. Willette in eighth. Benny Lillis in ninth. Matty Stanner in 10th position. So Benny Lillis had all sorts of dramas in the pre-final. He is back in attack mode in this final. A great four-way battle, as you can see on our screen. But it's Chris Walton, the Queenslander, leading the way at the moment, supported by Z Course and Freem Karting is on board him for the 2019 championship. Troy Woolston, of course, and his Cosmic Machine, supported by CC Racing, doing a great job indeed there as well. Third position is Paul Rogers. His first year into the DD2 Masters. Great to have him a part of the action. He also supported by CC Racing as they roar their way across the start-finish line once more in his FA kart. Brethren in fourth position. Great to have him back, a part of the tour. He's sitting in fourth position in his Birrell machine. So definitely doing a great job indeed. Troy Brethren, supported by Birrell Art, JT Motorsport and Racehouse Racing indeed there. Another move on the inside. Well, that makes a great move a little bit further back in the pack. But as you can see on screen, we're still focused on this great four-way battle. And it's all happening there for the lead. Having a look who's fastest on track. We'll pick them up this time round. Previous lap, 40.445. This time around, new quick time for Brethren. He is now quickest on track. 40.434 for Troy Brethren. Woolston, though, he gets back to the lead as they work their way out of turn 2. And as we saw in the past, Walton would strike straight away, but this time Woolston made sure he defended turn 5, so Walton wasn't able to make a move. So a smart work there from Troy Woolston, former Rotax DD2 Masters World Champion, 2-time Australian Champion in this category. So very, very experienced driver, long-time karter, I must say. So great credentials on his name. They work their way across the start-finish line. Brethren will keep an eye on him. He was fastest on that previous lap. Backing it up with another 40.590, so quicker than Walton and Rogers on that lap. But now let's see if Woolston can get into a bit of a rhythm. He's had to defend a little bit, so he probably hasn't seen Woolston's true speed yet. So if he can just open up a couple of kart lengths, he might be able to get in a rhythm and extend this lead, but Walton will certainly not give up without a fight indeed. It's Victorian leads the way from your Queenslander. Rogers, another Victorian, doing a great job, and then another Queenslander of Troy Brethren. So it's a Victoria versus Queensland battle on our hands here at the moment. They roar their way past, heavy braking into turn 1. These categories, they've got front brakes on their cart, so they can pull them up very quickly indeed, and that's why you'll see some big moves. Talking about a move just off screen, Terry Henley makes a nice move and moves his way ahead now of, it looks like kart number 4 it was. Riding with Troy Woolston. Kart number 1, you see the red plate, that indicates he is, of course, your Australian champion, 2-time Australian champion, as a matter of fact. Just see him exiting that last corner using every bit of road possible. Let's see, he certainly has got in a rhythm, as I mentioned earlier. He's now done the new fastest time on track. Your race leader, 40.240. Woolston really getting in a rhythm now as they work their way through that very fast right sweeper once again. Trevor will be doing a great job. He's starting to put a bit of pressure on Scotty Howard in this final. So great to see Trev there moving forward, and no doubt he would have gained plenty of experience after competing in that Rotax World Final back in 2018 in Brazil. As I said earlier with Ken Walker up here in the commentary box, we've also talked so much from around the world. We're going to try and tee up for 2019. Ken, let's do it. Let's commentate the 2019 Rotax World Finals. It'll be magical to share it with you. Let's get him out of retirement. They work their way along this back straightaway. We've got a great tussle on our hands here with Woolston in control at the moment. 40.296. Chris Walton just did a new PB, 40.296 as well. So on that previous lap, they matched each other's times with Paul Rogers, 40.3. Walton goes quicker again, 40.218. So Walton not giving up. Indeed, Chris Walton, he is on the tail. Nothing in it in this battle. 11 laps still remaining. So Benny Lillis there currently running in 9th position. He's off screen at the moment. He's doing a 40.394. So that's a quick time there for Benny Lillis. He's currently in 9th position. But with that pace, we'll see him move further forward in this battle as well. Back with your leaders. They roar their way past the start-finish line. Woolston in control, the Victorian. Then you've got Chris Walton, closes the gap up under brakes. Benny Lillis makes a move a little bit further back in action. Oh, no way. Great dice there. And as I said, this is a bit of action a little bit further back off screen, but it's all happening here. Kart number 31, Ashley Seward and Benny Lillis having a huge tussle, and it's a tussle for 8th and 9th position at the moment. Scotty Howard there is currently running in 5th position. Very, very strong competitor, Scotty Howard, but this is one track he has yet to master. We'll see him at the next round. He's going to be very hard to beat at the next round of the championship. As the season unfolds, he's a very strong competitor, but this is one round he has been able to really stand on that top step. Back with this great tussle in our hands here, because we see now Troy Bretherton has snuck past Paul Rogers. So now Bretherton moves into third. It's great to have him back, Troy Bretherton. He started the championship last year, but due to work commitments, he couldn't commit to the whole tour. And with this start being in third position, well, this is a great way to start. And I assure you, he'll be doing everything he can to fight all the way. Speaking to him a little earlier on, he mentioned this is the year for him. This is the year he wants to get back to the World Finals. So Benny Lewis has now found the way past the 31 cart of Ashley Seward. So great job there for Benny Lewis. He now moves his way up into 8th position. So with the DD2 Master drivers, of course, the drivers have got to be over the age, I think it's over 32 years of age they've got to be over to compete in this category. 34 horsepower, the Rotax engine, front brakes on the car, 2-speed paddle shift gearbox. Fantastic to drive, and what a great place to drive it around this circuit here at Todd Road for the opening round of this championship. There's still 7 laps remaining. Look at Chris Walton. You can see it on screen at the moment. He is not giving up with a fight. He had just done a personal best time of a 40.133. Woolston did a 40.200. Bretherton just did a personal best, 40.192. Cosmic Kart of Troy Woolston. Chris Walton, he's in a comp kart in 2nd position. Troy Bretherton in a Birrell kart. Then we've got the FA kart of Rogers. Another Cosmic Kart there, the 39 kart of Scotty Howard. Then we've got the Praga kart, the 32 machine of Trevor Wilby. Doing a fantastic job in this final. Great job, Trev. Loves competing. And certainly a DD2 Masters driver. And great to have him back for the 2019 season. He's doing a great job, sitting in 6th position. Look at Woolston, he's leaning over the wheel. He is doing everything he can to try and edge away from Walton. And no doubt, as the great Murray Walker says, catching is one thing and passing is quite another. And this is what we're seeing with Walton at the moment. He is trying to find a way past. He's a smidgen quicker than Woolston. But no doubt the very experienced Troy Woolston, he won't be letting any opportunity slip as we work their way to the top of the hill once more. 5 laps remaining as they roar their way across the start-finish line. Bretherton now in a comfortable 3rd position. Paul Rogers, comfortable 4th. Scotty Howard also in a comfortable 5th. Benny Lewis moving his way out. Looks like Joshua Willett there had a problem coming onto the straight. So Willett lost a lot of time there. Benny Lewis now slots into 7th position. The fastest man of this race, from what I can see, he had a horrible start. Terry Henley, kart number 12. He's currently in 9th position. He has set the quickest time so far of a 40.095. And that's the man we're riding with on screen, kart number 12. There he goes, kart number 12. Then you've got the 98 kart of Willett. And then behind Willett is the 31 kart. And that is Ashley Seward. So Willett losing a bit of time back. Oh, we see a change. And I apologize, I didn't pick up on it early enough. But now Chris Walton goes back to the lead. What a time to do so. Because we're about to see with 2 laps coming up, Chris Walton is your now new race leader as they work their way to the top of the hill. And Woolston, I'm not sure if he was happy with this move. He will be on a charge as they roll their way across the start-finish line with 2 laps remaining. We cannot leave our eyes away from this battle now. Queenslander versus Victorian here. And it's Chris Walton leading the way. They go down into turn 5. Walton closes that, tries to close that way up through turn 6 now. It's fast left sweep of Woolston closing the gap up as they approach that double right-hander. And this is where We're going to see an epic battle right now. They roar their way across. Walton goes to the inside very quickly. Look at Woolston. He's waiting for him to move over. No way was he moving over there. So now he's just having to hold off in second position at the moment. They go through the left and right. As they work their way through this very fast right-hander, you'll see Walton once again. He'll be desperately holding a tight line. Woolston goes high to try and get the switchback move. He gets a good run, but it's not close enough at the moment. They work their way through this left-hand sweeper, and as we are getting ready to see the checkered flag, it is about to come out. What a battle this has been. Walton, can he hang on? They work their way to the top of the hill for the last time. Here we are, checkered flag. Chris Walton takes the win from Troy Woolston. Great job for Troy Brethren to finish third. Paul Rogers in fourth. Scotty Howard comes along in fifth position. Trevor Wilby in sixth. Seventh of Benny Lillis. A great job indeed there. Oh no, my mistake. It was Trevor Wilby sixth. Seventh, Terry Henley. Eighth, Benny Lillis. Joshua Willett in ninth position. Ashley Seward rounding out the 10. Maddie Stanner 11th. Maddie Parker 12th. There was your 12 finish of this great DD2 Masters final. Well, we were